back live. Jeff Parker here, fresh off the weekend. Did you have a good weekend?
I did. It was, unfortunately, my Bears lost.
I know. I'm very sad. But I brought out baby Brutus.
There you go for tonight's game.
Tonight's game for Ohio State. Go Bucks. So at least you can vote, root for him.
No, but it was a nice, quiet weekend and beautiful weather. So it was nice.
Yeah, it was nice. Well, good. Well, I know you want to report on whatever COVID stuff is happening here in our Orange County and Laguna Woods Village.
Yeah, I have a couple of things. Want to talk about numbers first, I guess. We'll start with that. With regards to probably the critical things that we saw, unfortunately saw more deaths this weekend. 29 on Friday, as we talked about, and then 50 were reported yesterday. So that's the highest number, I think, that they've reported in a single day at 50. So that's real unfortunate. The cases are at 3121. That is up again from Friday, which was about 2,700. And also up is the ICU beds. So that's obviously a serious concern because that's what can lead, unfortunately, to deaths or severe illnesses from that perspective. The actual hospitalizations are actually down a little bit, so it's kind of a little yin and yang. So fewer people admitted into the overall hospitalization, but unfortunately the ICU numbers are up a little bit.
It was interesting. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but just based on that particular point alone, is that yesterday they were reporting numbers across the United States, but California was not highlighted as increase, which is strange because you'd think based on what we've been seeing that we're going to be seeing increases, but we didn't.
Yeah, it's real interesting because they keep talking about this wave that's coming and going, and so some days when they get reportable numbers, it seems like it's holding steady, which is great. The hospitalizations, if they can hold steady, then that means they're getting enough recovery time for the staffing and everything to address the people that are in ICU.
Okay.
So that's really good from that perspective. In the village, i.e. the city of Laguna Woods, is how the reporting area is. Unfortunately, we're up there, so we have to look at that. The numbers have gone up to 253. That's a jump from 237 cases just on Friday, so it's another 20 cases. Fortunately, our death number for the city of Laguna Woods still stays at 12, so that's good.
Oh, still super low.
So that is super low. So that's good news from our perspective. Again, we kind of keep focusing on that percentages of that daily rate. As you can see, we're up now to 67 cases per 100,000. That used to be in the 50s. It used to be way down in the 30s, and under 10 when we were talking about getting into that moderate level. It's disappointing that we continue to see this, but this isn't just Orange County, and this isn't just Laguna Woods or the village. This is all over the country and throughout the state. So we're on the stay-at-home order. Got extended, and that's basically through the month of January to the end of January. So again, remind people to go on the websites, understand what that stay-at-home order means, what you can do and can't do. So be careful, wear your mask, watch the social distancing and washing hands. It's the same thing. But we know that people have to go out and get groceries, but that's the one area where you can unfortunately see the COVID virus spreading is in those open areas. So that's why the mask wearing and the glove wearing and the washing your hands area is so important.
Well, right, and I think now what we're seeing is more close to home type of numbers, not necessarily just in Laguna Woods area, but we're now hearing of people who are close to us, like some family members that might be, it just seems like it's getting a little closer to home rather than seeing it from afar.
And we've had in the organization, I want to tell our residents that, we've had COVID situations with our employees who have tested positive in a couple of cases where we know based on when we do the research that it's not here at the village that they're getting COVID-19. It's at home or in a family situation.
Right.
And so the critical for us, as soon as we know that, they're quarantined.
Right.
Anybody that has direct contact is quarantined, and the notification process. So it is impacting us sometimes with regards to our operations, but our key is keeping people safe.
Right.
And that's number one, if it's employees or our residents, keeping them notified, keeping them safe, so that we can control the spread of this virus as much as possible.
Excellent, excellent. And I know you have some resources for us.
Yeah, I wanted to mention one of the things that I mentioned that we had talked and had a meeting with the city the other day, and with Chris Macon, city manager, and he brought up the fact that they're having cost-free walk-up COVID-19 testing that is going to be at City Hall there every Wednesday and Saturday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Mm-hmm. And that's at the Laguna Woods City Hall, which is at 24264 El Toro Road. Mm-hmm. And you do need to make an appointment. So appointments are required. You need to bring an ID information or an insurance card if available.
Okay. And
wear a mask, obviously.
Okay.
And results are, they're indicating that results would be available in 72 hours.
Oh, that's pretty good.
So again, this is another opportunity for our residents. If you haven't been tested, if you are feeling some symptoms or you think you need to get tested, go in and get tested. Here's a free opportunity at the city.
That is great. I mean, that's really convenient. You don't have to go someplace far like I know some people were. You know, I've been seeing things kind of popping up in parking lots. So that's really good to know that you can go somewhere right around here.
And I do know, we're again having that conversation with Memorial today.
Yes.
And then one on Friday, we'll be able to bring more information. I know that there now is a lot of emphasis on moving into the vaccine and how do we get the vaccine out. I heard a report this morning that Dodger Stadium, which has been a big COVID-19 testing facility, is now being shifted over to, they want to be a hub for the vaccine. Mm-hmm. So same way in Orange County, I think they want to go to what I'll call super areas of distribution. And so whether that's going to be 5 or 3 or we haven't heard precisely yet. And we are trying to make the effort here for our residents to work with Memorial Care and see if we can get something done in our own directive.
That'll be great. I mean, I think that will be very helpful to everybody, like you said, especially maybe those who don't have the means to get to where they may be having this. So, all right, excellent. Anything else?
That's the main thing. I did want to mention that we are looking at some scheduling changes with regards to our pool operations. We'll have some more details coming out this week, but really what we were looking at is how people are utilizing it in the evenings and shifting some hours so we get more swim time on pool 1 in the mornings, which is a pretty active time. So we're just doing some minor adjustments, but we'll get that information out this week.
Perfect. All right. Well, thank you so much. We'll see you on Friday.
Sounds great. Thank you.
All right. And stay tuned because we have Joan Milliman coming up, and she's going to give us a GRF update. So stay tuned.